it works. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Ugh. Clicker control so you don't have to see my hand going back and forth. Oh, I'm excited. Oh my god, this light looks so good though. I got a new ring light. As you can see how bright it is. Hi everyone, welcome to Knitting Noodles, and in today's video we are going to go over where to find some really good free patterns to make stuff, and I will show you how to read them very briefly. Honestly, you don't need my help that much for how to read it, because usually there's an interpretation at the beginning for abbreviations on almost all patterns. So the only thing you might need help on is if we haven't gone over how to do a certain type of stitch yet, if that makes sense. Alright, so let's get into where to find some amazing free patterns. There's two main sites that I use all the time, which is ravelry.com, and the other one is yarnspirations.com. So I will get into the sites and how to go through and sort through the different patterns.
Okay, the first thing we're going to look at is Yarnspirations.com. Now I'm doing this on my phone just because I use my phone for everything, so it makes it easier. Alright, and this is what the site looks like. Accept those cookies. We're going to go over to the menu and you see the patterns drop down. You can see there's crochet, there's knit, there's craft. There's a whole selection for you to go through. It's not just for knitting, it's anything to do with yarn. And so immediately you see knit patterns, and this is how you would sort through it. You could go by category, project type, little pop-up, skill level. Now this is a good one. I ended up picking beginner. There's different brands if you have a certain brand of yarn that you want to use. Product line, so like a certain type, subtype of yarn. Fiber, let's say you have wool that you want to use. And if you want to do like home decor versus baby stuff. Now you'll press beginner, just so you have some easy stuff. This one looks pretty easy, except it has cabling, which we haven't gone over yet, so I wouldn't do that quite yet. Super easy garter stitch dishcloth. We've already done something similar. So if you want to do that with more structure, you could do that. There's a nice ribbed knit scarf, which honestly would be a very fun first project. And just scrolling through, looking at some of the other patterns, just to give you an idea what you could find. Those are some pretty cute mittens. I might want to come back and make those, because I love mittens. Another really cute scarf that you could probably make. It's just a simple ribbing. There's pillows, there's chunky weight stuff. There's honestly so much that you can find on this site. Just scrolling through some more scarves. I think I was considering looking at this one, but I didn't really like how it looked, so kept going. That scarf was kind of cute. But we're going to continue on. There's even sweaters. There's some really complicated stuff that if you want to look up like super advanced patterns, but honestly it's not even necessary because you see there's thousands of patterns just for beginner projects. There's cows, there's blankets. It really depends what you want to make. Dishcloths, drying towels I think I saw before. We got hats, scarves. We saw mittens, socks. I ended up picking this nice simple garter stitch. Now this is all about like a knitting club thing where you get the yarn as well as the pattern, or you could just press here for the free pattern. And right here it's super simple because it is just garter stitch, but it tells you the yarns that you would get. Now you can do something similar to it. You would have to look up each type of yarn to see what weight it is, or you could go out and buy the exact type. It also tells you yarn size back on the other page. It says up here what yarn weight. That's good. And then it gives you the abbreviations, how to read it, and then below that is the actual pattern. And so by looking back and forth with the abbreviation, it makes it nice and easy to read. And yeah, this is a good, easy pattern. If you want to make this, now you know how to find it. Okay, and we're on to the next site, which is ravelry.com. As I type it in very slowly, and it immediately takes you to a login page. You do have to create an account for this website. I have mine pre-saved, and this is their homepage. They recently went through an update, so this is a little different than the last time I was on here. So I was doing a little bit of exploring myself, but it looks very nice and refreshed and modern. And you can see the options on the side. I pressed patterns, but they have so many options. It's super cool. They have groups, they have people, you could have friends on there, which I didn't know about, which is really cool. Now I pressed knitting options because I just want knitting patterns since I am handicapped when it comes to crochet. And if you scroll down, it has like trending patterns, new patterns. If you want more, you press advanced search, which is what I did, and then you would press the filter. And then you can filter it, say category if you want certain types of clothing. We want free patterns, we don't want to pay for them, but that is an option if you do want to pay for a more complicated pattern. They have them listed here as well. We have age, size, fit if you want a certain age, a certain fit. They have the weight, I assume, of the yarn. You can sort by that. They even have needle size if you wanted to use just an exclusive needle size, which is super handy because some people don't have all the needle size, especially beginners. So that makes it very easy. Now we want difficulty, piece of cake, and easy, and we sort by that and we scroll down and look at what we find. Those mittens are super cute. Those socks are also nice. I want to come back to those and make those. Been on a sock kick lately. This beanie is also really nice. I've been meaning to make it. Very simple ribbing. And now I wanted to see if I could sort by needle type. Let's say if you only had straight needles or only had circular needles. And I really wish that they had this filter, but for the life of me, I couldn't find it anywhere. They literally have so many filters, but that's one they just don't have, and I wish they did. All right, now I chose this really cute headband because it looks like it's just on straight needles. Looks simple enough and super cute. So it says all the information at a glance. So at a glance, what you would need to make this project, so you could decide if you want to follow along or not. So like the type of yarn, the weight, what your gauge swatch would be, what size it's for. And then if you keep scrolling down, it says a little bit more about the pattern and the creator of the pattern. But you would press the link right there and it takes you to their blog page. Blogs are a little bit annoying because there's so many ads. Not as clean and easy to follow as the PDF that you saw on Yarnspirations. Ravelry does have some of those, but a lot of it does link out to blog posts, which is fine. You're just going to have to do a lot more scrolling to find out the information that you need. And yeah, this is the pattern. Now you know how to find it. And I hope I influenced all of you to try to look and find a new pattern to try out.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Let me know down in the comments below if you knew about this or if this is brand new information. And let me know if it was helpful or not. Also, let me know if you want me to actually walk through a pattern and tell you exactly what each thing says. That's an option for a future video if you find reading a pattern really complicated, which some of you might. It depends on the pattern, I think. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!